your big homie, Big Betty, man. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in, for all the ones who are going to tune in. I appreciate all my new supporters. I appreciate everybody who's been rocking with the channel as of late. And I'm thankful and I pray to God that this message tonight gets heard by a lot of people because it's gonna be very important message I'm gonna do tonight, man. My messages are always important, always, but it's something that I think a lot of people are missing with this Donald Trump situation. It's something that a lot of people I think that a lot of people are missing. So I got to talk about this shit tonight, man. So let's get to this intro, and then I'm gonna break this on down. Thank you for whoever hit that like button. Thank you for being in here, man. For real. Thank y'all. Wouldn't it be cool? Yeah, stick around. You ain't gonna want to miss this one. I promise you. Stick around, man. This is crazy times we're living in. Stick around, please. I'm gonna play this intro, let a few people come in, and then what's good, BH? Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down to hug and kiss us? Frankly, the current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust, avoiding the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we ain't gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking past. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing. We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover, and after you get the information, pass it to your brother. Spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that, we change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. What's good, my people, man? What's good, my people, man? It's your big homie, Big Bad, man, and I am genuinely thankful for everybody who's tuned in. I am genuinely thankful for everybody who's tuned in, and I'm overly concerned right now. I'm not scared. I'm not fearful. I'm not,
blinded, but I'm overly concerned right now. I'm I'm very concerned right now. For all my people in the building, all my real supporters, BH, Archangel, everybody, all my real ones, thank y'all for being in here. I appreciate y'all, my day one supporters. Now, let me talk about this shit, man. It's something very concerning going on. A few things that are very concerning going on. First things first. Yes, I drew all the pictures. Yes. First things first. Yesterday. Cause I'm gonna talk about yesterday before I talk about what happened last night. First thing first. Yesterday, the Donald Trump administration got on the news, and they said that they're raging war on cartel members. They got on the news yesterday and announced that they're waging military war on cartel members. First and foremost, I'm not for criminals. I'm not for cartel. I'm not for drugs. I am a pro-American citizen. I'm an American citizen first and foremost. I side with my country. I side with righteousness first and foremost. But let me be real. If my country is wrong, I gotta just break it down. If my country is wrong, I gotta be honest about it. What's good? What's good, Pineapple Express? What's good? If my country and when my country is wrong, I have to call it out. Now, it doesn't matter if I call it out. It doesn't matter if I call it out. It doesn't matter. It's not much that is gonna change by me calling it out. But let me say this. Me as a grown man, me as an American citizen, me as a tax-paying voting citizen, I have the right to exercise my political views, and I have the right as a grown man to express what I don't and what I like. So if I could use my voice, because the voice is the most powerful thing that we have. Your voice is more powerful than a gun. Your voice is more powerful than a bomb. Your voice is the most powerful thing that you own. And if you use your voice for a positive reason, I'm about to block this lame ass nigga. I'm about to block you, lame ass nigga. Either you listen or you get on somewhere, because we don't need you over here. You know, either you listen or you get on somewhere. We don't need you over here, bro. This the Truth Channel. It is what it is, and it doesn't matter if I'm an Indian. What does it matter if I'm an Indian? You want to be with me, Nisha? It don't matter if I'm an Indian. You want to be with me, because if that's the case, if you are looking at me and saying, "Oh, he looks good, but is he Indian?" That means you're a racist. Because if you have a particular race that you're interested in, but you like the overall outward look of somebody, that's just you being choosy and racist. I'm not Indian. I'm not Indian. I'm not an Indian. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking Indian. So you keep your bias perspective over there. Because over here on the Real Talk Real Shit podcast, there is no biases over here. I ain't no motherfucking Indian. I'm a Native American, but I ain't no motherfucking Indian. I'm a native to America, but I ain't no motherfucking Indian. And I don't have no problems with motherfucking Indians. I'm just not an Indian. Now, let's get to this Donald Trump ICE situation, bro, because this racism is the problem with America right now. This racism is the problem with America right now. The problem with you Americans is that y'all are so polarized and racist. Are you an Indian? Because you have the forehead dot and you appear to be the same complexion as my people. No, I'm not a fucking Indian. I'm a black man. Would you be offended would your daddy be offended if you brought me home? The 6'4" black man? Okay then. You know what I'm saying? Would your daddy be offended if you brought a 6'4" black man? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not offended. I'm tired of people asking me, am I Indian? That shit is it's people portraying and showing that they're biased and racist. And if that's how y'all operate, I understand that's how most people operate. So it's not looking good for us right now. Now let's go. We got a country that sold and fed into your racism. You know, thank you for calling me handsome. I appreciate it. We have a country, a regime, a government system that's in place right now that has sold people racism. And they said that they were going to do one thing, right? They said that they were going to do this. They said they were going to remove the illegal immigrants. And see, people like me, I seen through that the whole fucking time. If you watch any of my older videos before Donald Trump got in office, I said I like what he stands for, but he's gonna get in and wreak havoc. I already knew it because he was prosecuted, he was persecuted, he was hit with felonies, he was arrested, he got done so dirty. So you think this man wasn't gonna come back in office and fucking return that favor? Let me get your racist ass out of here. I never been to India a day in my life. Get your lame ass off my channel. Kuru! Never been to India a day in my life. Get your lame ass off my channel. Only India I know is America. That's my India. This is my India. This is my Native America. This is my everything. This is my land. You know what I'm saying? And the powers that be know that this is our land. So what they're doing now is a big plan. Now let me get back where I was at. They tricked us. They tricked y'all. The ones who voted, the ones who participated, the ones who thought you had some pull and some participation. They tricked y'all into saying, yeah, come on in here and get these illegals out because we watching them during the Joe Biden administration because y'all voted for that nigga too. You voted for Joe Biden as well. And then that nigga did us dirty. And then you voted for this other nigga and he's doing us dirty. So let's keep it real. So this nigga said, we watching all these illegals come in here and this is getting out of control. I can see them, like even me. I seen them with my own eyes. I seen illegal immigrants coming off of airplanes. I was at an airport and I seen about 40, no, let's be real. I seen about 25 to 30 illegal immigrants getting off a motherfucking airplane. And they bitch ass, lame ass niggas, they didn't even have American clothes on. They had foreign shoes on. Their shoes were foreign. These niggas didn't even have American shoes on. They had, you know how I knew they were illegal? Because I stayed around and watched them. They sat at the lobby of the airport with all kind of bags and baggage and shit coming off the airplane. So they got flown into the country. Make motherfucking sense. They got flown into the country in an international airport, American international airport. They got flown into the country. They got off the thing. Some lady was with them. She sat down. You get your lame ass off my channel. Get your lame ass off my channel. Hold on. Get your lame ass off my channel. Get off my channel. Lame shit will not be televised on this channel. So they had a trafficker with them, a woman, and she was the only one who was looking alert, the only one with a cell phone, the only one. And the rest of them niggas was looking around and shit, all illegal and shit. You could tell they never been here a day before in their life, and they got onto a white Econoline fucking van. Yes, I'm deporting these haters off my channel. You goddamn right. Ice on my shit. I'm icing these niggas. I'm icing these niggas. My mother is also in the USA working as a nurse in Utah. I guarantee you she is. I guarantee your mother is. And salute to your mother, man. For real. I ain't got no problems with nobody, bro. I'm not a racist nor a bigot. But don't come on here with your racist bigotry because if you think I look good, I look just as good as a black man as an Indian man. So don't worry about what I am. Worry about how I am. See, this is the problem with our people nowadays. We worrying about images and titles rather than what the man's potential is. Women are running around here worrying about images and titles instead of what the potential of the man that they're trying to deal with. I just got off work, dickhead. I just got off work. Stop talking about get a job like black people don't work. That's why you're getting blocked. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block all y'all niggas. I don't care. I just got off work, bro. I just got finished cooking dinner for my children, bro. Stop it with the damn black man get a job shit. Black men work. I work every fucking day. I'm a single father. If I don't work, nobody's going to take care of my kids, my nigga. Because I'm a black man. That's why I brought race into it. Because I'm a black man. And I'm tired of people implying that men, especially black men, don't work. Bum ass niggas. Everybody do. What y'all need to understand, and let me tell y'all something. I am a Native American. Well, let me tell you something. What y'all need to understand, if you don't have one of these social media jobs in the very near future, you ain't gonna have no money, my nigga. So just wake up and understand that. If you don't have one of these jobs in the very future, a digital job in the very future, you ain't gonna have no money, my nigga. People like Big Bayday are so ahead of the world that I knew what's going on. I seen this coming 10 years ago, so I jumped online 6 years ago. I seen this shit coming about 20 years ago. So I started jumping. I jumped on YouTube 6 years ago. I know what I'm doing. You better figure out how you're going to provide for yours. I know how I'm going to provide for mine. I have a backup plan. I have a job. And I have this is my second job. I'm working 2 jobs. And I'm a single father. And I'm a homeschool teacher. You can't fuck with me, my nigga. You cannot fuck with me. Get your lame ass Luis, you better be worried about ICE coming to get your mama and them, boy. Don't worry about me. Let me block you real quick, though. Hold on, let me block you. Let me block you real quick. Blocked. You better be worried about ICE coming to get your grandmama, my nigga. Thank you, SS. Let me see. Thank you, SS, for that donation, sweetheart. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. SS, thank you for that donation. Once again, sweetheart, I love and I appreciate you. It don't matter if you want to work over here. You need to stay where you at. This shit is done. You need to stay where you at. They've not accepted any more new applicants. The job is completed. It's over with. It's over with. Y'all working them damn picking old slave jobs and shit that my ancestors used to do. They don't want you to do that no more. They got the robots for you now. They don't need you no more. They don't need you anymore, my nigga. They're trying to figure out what we're about to do. They're trying to figure out what to do with us, the regular American citizens. They don't even know what to do with us. Let me break down what I'm talking about tonight, because this ain't no just running my mouth. I got something to show y'all, man. This is a messed up time. It's messed up right now. It's messed up right now, man. Thank you, SS, for that donation, for real. Thank you, SS, for that donation, baby girl. Y'all hit that cash out. Show some love like SS. Somebody, thank you for that gift as well. Who hit me with the gift? Let me see. Thank you for that gift. Y'all hit me up with a gift too, man. Don't be selfish. This is real deal content. No, I'm gonna tell you what my issue with Trump. It's not an issue with Donald Trump. Let me tell you what's going on. Y'all voted for a tyrant and tyrannical bullshit, and then here we go. Y'all voted for bullshit and a tyrannical government. And here we go. Y'all voted for this shit. And see, you allowed your racism and your hate for others to fuel you to vote for this shit. You allowed your race and your hate and your racism that you have towards others to fool you. If we were a true democracy and we could come together, then why do the Democrats and Republicans hate each other? Stop your bullshit, please. But thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much for your contribution. But that was not it's not a wise statement, because if we were a true democracy, we would be working as one. We're not no one government. We're a divided, polarized nation. We're not no motherfucking one nation under God, indivisible, with justice and liberty for all. We ain't none of that. And yes, sir, Circle Rain, motherfucking farmers are suffering. You know why the farmers are suffering? They don't want y'all no more. They're getting rid of y'all now. See, this is a big, big thing going on, and I'm about to show y'all what's going on. You got to buy a golden ticket, bro. You said you have an IT degree. You got to buy a golden ticket. This country's so up for grabs right now. You can buy a golden ticket, is what Donald Trump's selling. They got a visa or a part, like a full visa you can buy for, I think, like $5,000, and you get to become a part of America for $5,000. You got to pay your way over here now. You can't just come over here now. How much do you need to donate to my life? However much you think I deserve. You choose what you feel like you want to donate. I don't ask you how much to donate. If you want to ask me, donate $100. But I don't tell you how much to ask. Yeah, $5 million. Donate something and I'll make a dramatic change. But don't ask me. You just donate if you're going to donate. And Cash App. Yes, hit the Cash App, $ Big Bad, man, for real. Now, let me show y'all something. Immigrants have always had to pay. You're right. You're right, DLC. The immigrants have always had to pay. And you know, the crazy thing about it is, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. The problem is that money system that's going on. That money system that's going on, they're trying to dismantle the money system. See, this is a big thing, man. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I want to show you, and then we're going to talk about this shit, man. They say by the year 2030, we're going to own nothing and be happy. The only way we're going to own nothing and be happy is everybody would have to be wiped down to zero. The only way for people to be wiped down to zero is something dramatic would have to happen, and you would have to have some type of serious situation. In order for, like Venezuela, let's talk about it, because Venezuela, the dollar already collapsed. They tested this already in Venezuela. Venezuela, the economy collapsed. The president is gone. There is no president. Their economy's collapsed. I don't know about now, but it, whatever. The president collapsed. The money collapsed. The president was assassinated, and they've been on their own, basically, as people. Let me block this fuck nigga, bitch ass nigga. Wow. They hold on. My bad, bro. I got you back. I put you back in, bro. I put you back in. Now, let's go. I want y'all to understand something before I just start talking. Because this is not no coincidence. This is serious business, man.
This is Purdue University.
And then we're going to get into that Chicago apartment raid last night too. We're going to get into that next. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Look, John McClain said they made us pledge of allegiance every day. Facts. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, with to the republic at which it stands, one nation, under God, we're invisible, with dignity and justice for all. They had us do that every single day, brainwashing us, which is fine. I'm cool. I love my country, but we know what's really going on. Let's go. Watch this shit, y'all. I hope y'all are ready, man. Let's go.
In a memo to Congress yesterday, said that the U.S. now is engaged in a formal, quote, armed conflict with terrorist drug cartels. Now, the New York Times explains it a different way. The New York Times claims that the president is, quote, cementing his claim to extraordinary wartime powers in an armed conflict as defined by international law. A country can lawfully kill enemy fighters even when they pose no threat, detain them indefinitely without trials, and prosecute them in military courts.
Ecuador doesn't produce drugs but helps move them around South America and into North America. Now forces there are helping to track down the leaders of the drug gangs involved.
These house raids aren't subtle. Ecuadorian police smash their way inside. They're looking for drugs for sure, but the priority is the dealers. Any intelligence they can get from them could lead the Ecuadorians and their American partners further up the chain of command, to the bosses who oversee the smuggling network. This is what President Trump wants to see. Countries like Ecuador supporting his war on Latin American drug cartels. And the message has got through to the police here.
Moments ago, President Trump posted on social media that the U.S. military carried out a second strike targeting drug cartels that he says were transporting illegal narcotics to the U.S. The president also posting this video. It follows a similar strike carried out earlier this month in the Southern Caribbean, and it comes as the Trump administration looks to ramp up pressure on the Maduro regime in Venezuela.
Tonight, the Pentagon taking new steps to use military force against drug cartels. In a memo sent to Congress, the White House saying the U.S. is now in an armed conflict with the narco gangs and labeling their members not just as criminals, but as enemy combatants.
And now we'll look at cartels.
Earlier this week, President Trump addressed the recent strikes on alleged narco boats in the Caribbean that he says were bound for the U.S. Those 3 attacks killing 17 people. The White House claiming all those on board were members of drug cartels, now designated as foreign terrorist organizations.
We had a lot of drugs coming in through water. We call it water drugs, just a simple term. We don't have any boats on the water.
South Florida Republican Congressman Carlos Jimenez backing the president, writing, "I fully support our military operation in the Caribbean to destroy the criminal drug cartels run by illegitimate dictator Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela. President Trump must have all options on the table to annihilate these thieves." Much of the crackdown on cartel activity has focused on Venezuela and Maduro, the U.S. placing a $50 million bounty on his head and designating Maduro as a known leader of the infamous...
I'm going to pause it right there. I understand cracking down on crime. I understand stopping crime. I understand stopping criminals at the border. You know what I mean? I understand that all the way around. I don't give a fuck about criminals because they're evil. Them people do the worst things to people and all that. Yes, but let me say this. Is it fair? Is it fair? And these people don't play fair. Is it fair that we American government, who has ultimate intelligence, ultimate surveillance, ultimate intel, like unlimited intel, unlimited eyes and ears and satellites, is it even fair that they're blowing up banana boats with 100 keys on it? Is that even fucking fair? See, I know times change. I know technology changes. I understand this. But is it fair at all that a non-suspecting person. A non-suspecting person who has no intel. He probably got a radio. What's good? You already know. These people probably got radios. And is it fair that these people, these pipelines, let's get to the real deal, nitty gritty, man. These drug pipelines, these drug highways, these entrance ways into America, these drug trafficking rings are highly orchestrated. Highly orchestrated. So just like I said to y'all last week, whoever's ordering these drugs has to receive them as well. Whoever's ordering these drugs has to receive them as well. Right? So whoever's placing this order of the drugs has to be on our side of the border, in America, sitting around waiting to receive the package that he ordered. And this person is not, I guarantee you they're not illegal immigrant. I guarantee you the people that are receiving the drugs in America are not illegal immigrants. I guarantee you there's some European white man or some rich money man who's been doing this shit for fucking 70 years, who's been doing this shit since the 1970s. They've been letting drugs come into our country since the 70s and 60s. Heroin in the 60s. Heroin in the 60s. Cocaine in the 80s. Crack in the late 80s and early 90s. They allow this shit to come in our country. And after they get it in here to our country, y'all knew, if you ever never heard of Freeway Ricky Ross, a drug dealer, top kingpin, Freeway Ricky Ross. Freeway Ricky Ross was working directly for the government, selling coke and crack cocaine for the government directly. And he made about $400 million. And he was directly selling crack and cocaine through and for the government. He didn't get his drugs from the Mexicans. He didn't get his drugs from the Peruvians. He didn't get his drugs from the Colombians. He didn't get it from the Nicaraguans. He got that shit from the government. They got it in and they gave it to his black ass to sell. And his crew and him busted down. They got it in and his crew helped bust it down. And Miami, Florida, fuck Miami. Of course we have proof. Of course I have proof. Go look up the documentaries, Cocaine Cowboys. Go look up some documentary. This man worked for the CIA. He was selling drugs for the Alphabet Boys. All the way, making hundreds of millions of dollars for them. And guess what they did with the money? They built Miami, Florida. They built Florida. They developed Florida. They developed all of this shit in America. America was built on fucking drugs. Like they say, America runs on Dunkin'. America runs on drugs. America runs on drugs. But see, the drug trade, let me break down what's really going on. America runs on drugs. What do you see on every motherfucking on every commercial? By Latuda. Latuda causes anal itching, rectal burning, eye itching, heart attacks, rectal burning, wrist flirt, rectal flame, pain. But it's Latuda. Call your doctor and ask for Latuda. Nigga, that shit is all they got is drugs. Stupid. That's all they got for you is drugs. Aspirin, Tylenol. And they come out later and say, yeah, Tylenol causes cancer and autism. Don't take that. But nigga, you gave me cancer. I mean, you gave me Tylenol for 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. And then you turn around and say, yeah, that causes autism. This bitch runs on goddamn drugs. Don't nobody give a fuck about Epstein files. Don't nobody give a fuck about that but some nosy white people. Because they already told you who was on the Epstein list. They came on the news years ago and said all the 200 some people, but y'all don't watch the right news, so you didn't hear it. They already goddamn came on the news and said it. Chris Tucker, everybody you like, Jim Carrey, everybody you like went to that island and was doing what they did. Do you give a fuck? Are you gonna stop watching Oprah? Are you gonna stop participating in this fame and fortune game? No, the fuck you not. So stop worrying about no goddamn Epstein, my nigga. Fuck is you worrying about Epstein for when you ain't gonna stop participating? You ain't gonna stop, you ain't gonna believe it, and you ain't gonna care. So stop worrying about shit that you can't control. You need to fix yourself. You need to fix your children. You need to stop giving your children cannibalistic food. You don't even know that you're a walking cannibal. And you worrying about Trump. And you worrying about this and worrying about that. Epstein. Boy, you better stop worrying about these monster people who do monstrous things. You ain't a monster. So just stay in your lane and understand that there's monsters out here. You're not a monster. So understand that, yes, cannibal, yes. Cannibals. Niggas walk around cannibal. You eat Coke, drink Coca-Cola, you're a cannibal. Do you drink Pepsi? You're a cannibal. You eat Heinz ketchup, you're a cannibal. I don't want to talk about this shit. Y'all got real problems. We as Americans have real problems. Now let's go to the real problem. These niggas is raging war on the goddamn the drug cartels, right? And the reason why they're raging war on the drug cartels is because the drug cartels is a black market. No, it ain't no black market. It's an underground market. I ain't gonna say none of that racist bullshit. The drug industry is an underground free money trade market. People are paid to buy them. People are paid to sell them. People are paid to receive them. People are paid to traffic them. People are paid to mule them. People are paid to process them. People are paid to package it, hoard it, to store it. People are paid to break it down. People are paid to sell it. People are paid to use it. People buy it. People, bow, so much motherfucking money being made. Hushes, people are paying hush, paying police to shut up so they can sell drugs. People are doing all kind of money. Drugs run the world. Drugs run this shit. Your grandmama can't even function without popping a pill every fucking 5 seconds. No, we don't need an open border. We don't need an open border. We don't need no open border. Donald Trump did a great job by closing that motherfucking border. We don't need no open border. We need Donald Trump to do what he did do. He did that. That's one thing Donald Trump did. Day one, he closed that door. Niggas couldn't even get in this motherfucker after Donald Trump got in. So God bless that. You know what I'm saying? God bless Donald Trump for that. For busting that, closing that back door on them lame ass niggas. Because people are trying to run over here and they already live in bliss and peace where they at. People want to be what they see on these phones and these TVs, but they don't even understand what come behind this shit. Y'all don't know what it's like to live in America. You don't know what it's like to eat this poisonous cannibal food. You don't know what it's like to try to avoid this poisonous cannibal food. You don't know what it's like to work for nothing and goddamn have to keep on going and never get no appreciation. You don't know what it's like to have your family broken apart. You don't know what it's like, bruh. You don't know what it's like. And the topic for tonight is Donald Trump is fucking. Let's go. Let's go.
This cartel of the Suns. This week, Maduro saying he's prepared to declare a state of emergency over what he...
Hold up. First and foremost, Donald Trump is a gangster. He put $50 million on the president's head. God damn, bro. I don't care if a man I don't give a fuck. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. Real talk. This nigga Maduro and all these other presidents and Castro and Fidel Castro and Saddam Hussein and all these motherfuckers, they were allowed to participate with this country. Mods delete 90% of my comments. Hey, well, y'all niggas need to stop talking shit. Stop talking shit. This ain't that type of channel where you get to come in and talk shit. We don't do that over here, bro. You can do what you want. You can say what you want, but don't be talking crap. We don't do crap talking. You know what I'm saying? Like F Trump and stuff like that. You can't do that over here. You feel what I'm saying? You can't do that over here. We're still American. I don't give a fuck if you don't like Trump. You voted for him. Everybody voted for him. So shut up and wait your turn. Shut up and play your position. Do right by your children. Take care of yourself. Be a good citizen. No, the overwhelming vote was for Donald Trump. So, hey, it is what it is. Niggas wasn't saying that when Joe Biden threw out all the millions of votes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby. India, let me tell you what's going on with that. Donald Trump is not playing with nobody. This man's not playing, and it's not just Donald Trump, but this man is not playing. I'm not answering questions. I'm not answering questions. I'm here to speak the truth and tell a message. Let me block this fuck nigga because you done said too much negativity about me. Get your lame ass off my channel, bro. Woo! Get out of here, bro. I don't need no lame nigga watching me, bro. I don't. For real. I'm gonna make it regardless, bro. One hater ain't gonna make or break me, bro. I promise you. The truth is gonna set me free regardless. Let's go.
To declare a state of emergency over what he calls U.S. aggression.
We'll see what happens with Venezuela. Venezuela's been very dangerous with drugs and with other things.
And in that memo to Congress, the Pentagon did note those 3 strikes on the alleged drug boats were fairly limited in their scope, but that the U.S. military is at the ready to continue combating any cartel activity.
There's a lot of pressure on countries like Ecuador from the United States to take the fight to the gangs. Do you listen to that and say, okay,
we're listening about the United States are giving us money and guns, technology, but we are so happy about that.
Did you hear what this motherfucker said? Did you hear what this sellout motherfucker just said? They're giving them, America's giving them money, weapons, and technology, and they're so thankful. So let me tell y'all something. Oh my God. Everybody talks this Stone Age and this and that. Some people are in the Stone Age right now. You got countries that are living in the Stone Age. They're purposely haven't been developed. Purposefully. You got countries that purposefully have been left behind to survive and fend for themselves, like Africa and different other countries. But those countries is waking up. They're not all fucked up. But you got purposefully countries that have been left behind technologically, purposefully countries that have been decimated structurally. You got countries and continents that have been intentionally stifled. And when people have a use or need a use for some people and need some bodies, they give money, weapons, and technology to them. And they, in turn, cause them to sell out their own fucking people. You got Hispanic people. I'm going to rewind this shit, man. Donald Trump and the United States government is buying these other countries to make them sell out and destroy and dismantle their own fucking people. They already did it with barbecue in motherfucking Haiti. They already did it with barbecue in Haiti. They had that gang barbecuing them boys, paying them and giving them all kind of shit. And they was running around destroying Haiti. And they dismantled it, destroyed it, and now they're coming for barbecue and there's arrest warrants for his head. See, the devil will use you. And once he's done using you and making you do his whim and his will, he's gonna eat you alive, my nigga. So you might as well fight for God the whole way through. There's no point of selling out for the devil because he's going to destroy you once he's done with you. So you might as well fight for God your whole life through. Die like a man instead of dying like a sucker. Die like a man. Yeah, hey, if they're not saying nothing too crazy, y'all, listen, all my mods, if they're not saying nothing crazy or disrespectful, let them be, because we need comments. Let them be. But the blatant disrespect, that's the only thing I would like for you to block and delete. If they're not being disrespectful, let them speak. No, this ain't freedom of speech. This ain't the United States over here. This is YouTube. There ain't no freedom of speech on this bitch. Listen, Nisha, there is no freedom of speech on YouTube because if I say the wrong thing, they will take my channel away. So y'all can't come on here and type what you want to type. So thank you to all my mods for blocking all these haters. This ain't freedom of speech over here. If I say the wrong thing, my channel gets taken away. So you have to watch your mouth just like I have to watch my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Now look, let me get to this shit, man. Let me get to this shit, man, because this is unbelievable what I'm about to show y'all, man.
Any cartel activity. There's a lot of pressure on countries like Ecuador from the United States to take the fight to the gangs. Do you listen to that and say, okay,
we listen about the United States are giving us money and guns, technology, but we are so happy about that.
Those people are in Ecuador. Y'all see, this is why I don't listen to comments a lot of times. Y'all so slow to my deport them all. Those are Ecuadorians in Ecuador helping to dismantle cartels, which are their own Ecuadorian people, and they're paid to do this, and they're doing it. So these are essentially sellouts being paid to sell out and turn on their own people. Let me explain to you in this kind of context. This is like Newport cigarettes or the cigarette company, right? We all know cigarettes kill the second to most people in America, then what, or third most people. It might be like cars, guns, and then cigarettes and alcohol. So we all know cigarettes are some of the top killers for American citizens and worldwide citizens, right? We know this for a fact, but people keep smoking this shit. So if we American citizens, if another country came into America and said, all right, we need to dismantle these goddamn cigarettes, so we're gonna hire some American citizens. Listen to this shit. We need to dismantle y'all cigarettes because y'all cigarettes are going all around the world. Marlboro cigarettes go all around the fucking world. Marlboro cigarettes are destroying the Chinese, destroying the Africans, destroying every fucking body. Marlboro, Newport, Winston-Salem, these cigarettes are destroying everybody all around the fucking world. So what if somebody from around the world said, hey, we coming in America. We tired of these motherfucking cigarettes. I lost 10 family members to cigarettes and lung cancer. We're tired of this bullshit. We're coming into this country. And listen, bro, I need your best soldiers. And here, I got this money right here. Here's some weapons, my nigga. Here's some goddamn some technology shit. You can use this to do that. See through walls with this. You can do this to see that. This is a drone. You can fly up, look, see who's in there. This how you use it. Look, this is what you gotta do. Now I need y'all to go in there and break them cigarettes and get rid of them cigarettes, my nigga. Everybody who got something to do with them cigarettes, destroy them niggas, bro. Everybody who's got something to do with the sale of cigarettes, destroy that. If somebody did that as another country in our country and did that to us, boy, oh boy, you wouldn't understand. That shit, you wouldn't be thinking the same like you thinking now. Y'all better wake the fuck up, man. No, you're expected to get blocked or shut up and learn because the truth is here. I'm the truth. So either you want to learn or you get blocked or you get your bigoted ass on here because you're such a bigot you can't see that the package that you're looking at is so intelligent and got the knowledge. So your bigoted ass can't understand. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Ass nigga, get out of here. I'm telling the truth, baby. Hey, keep your drug comments to yourself. Delete. Keep your drug comments to yourself. When niggas ain't talking about no drugs, we talking about the Donald Trump administration destroying drugs. Now let's get to the other topic because I want to keep. Now I'm gonna keep playing this video because this shit is serious. I can't listen to nobody no more. Let me just stick to it. I'm just gonna present my presentation. I'm not listening no more. Y'all wanted some? If you want to say something. If you're not one of my mods or one of my regular supporters, you better hit me up in the super chat, bro. For real.
These raids are non-stop. This is a dangerous neighborhood, and Lynx and his team are revved up. All of the police have their weapons out. Sometime have been here. This guy's been arrested, and now they're looking through rubbish to see if they can they've already found some drugs. But obviously this is where the stash is kept. As I say, this is, even as we arrived, it was quite clear the police were very, very tense about entering into this barrier.
Woo-wee. Now let's get to this shit. I'm done on that. They're at war with the cartel. This is really what's going on. They're buying out Ecuadorians and selling them out and making them turn on their own people. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. This is what's going on over there. That's in another country. But let's talk about what's going on in my country, in America. Let's talk about what's happening in my country, in America, last night. Let's talk about it, man. This shit is fucking crazy, man. Ooh, I hope y'all are ready. ICE raided an apartment complex in Chicago last night using Black Hawk helicopters, chainsaws to break the doors in, and they sieged a whole apartment complex. They sieged a whole apartment complex, and deeper than that, they detained old women, old children, older men, and even children. They zip-tied and tied children to each other. They hog-tied children, y'all. Black children, Spanish children, American children. American children. I ain't talking about no illegals, you racist bigot. You racist bigot. I'm not talking about illegals. I'm talking about American citizens now. Down with your bigotry. Down with your bigotry.
This is for all
Your bigotry means nothing. Your bigotry only proves that you have no legitimacy in this planet.
black people out there.
Now, I ain't even want to listen to no goddamn bigotry. Oh, this is hurtful, bro. This is hurtful, bro. No, bro. No.
In the middle of the night, hundreds of armed federal agents and police, backed up by riot trucks, smoke grenades, and helicopters, breached fences and busted doors in an immigration raid on an entire apartment building on the city's south side. They pulled dozens of residents from their homes and zip ties, including children, some of them without any clothes. They then held some outside for hours and dragged the others into rented vans.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face.
Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
In the middle of the night, hundreds of armed federal agents and police, backed up by riot trucks, smoke grenades, and helicopters, breached fences and busted doors in an immigration raid on an entire apartment building on the city's south side. They pulled dozens of residents from their homes and zip ties, including children, some of them without any clothes. They then held some outside for hours and dragged the others into rented vans.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face.
Neighbors like Ebony Watson says.
Hey everybody, so ICE is in Chicago. Finally, let's take over Chicago.
A very important update to this story.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all something too, man. All you cowards that like to play video games and imitate warfare and digitally shoot people and goddamn kill people and shoot and kill, and you train your kids to shoot and kill, and you take your sons out to the fucking woods to kill animals and kill. You motherfuckers are the problem, bro. You motherfuckers are the problem. You warmongering savage people who think you can dominate and just do people dirty. You warmongering savages are the problem. You can't just cohabitate and understand that people, you don't run everything, you don't dominate everything. Maybe here right now in this land you do, But this wasn't even your land. You stole this land from the Native Americans, my ancestors. You stole this land from the black people, my ancestors. And now you're trying to reclaim it because you allowed too many people to ravage this motherfucker. So now you're trying to reclaim it like it's your rightful land. This is not nobody's rightful land. This is your land. This is my land. From the unseen to the bay. Yeah, this is your land. This is my land. This ain't no one race's, one man's land. This ain't no, now this is American soil. America has dominion over this shit. We understand it's been conquered. We understand this. But now they're conquering us. Now they're not just conquering illegals. Now they're conquering American citizens, tying up children. And they said it was for the safety of the citizens. They said this shit was for the safety of the citizens. Where did I lie at? What lie did I tell? That's why I'm gonna start ignoring you losers. Just because you don't have the balls or the tenacity to speak the truth. No, I'm going to believe exactly as it's reported, what's being reported. And it's not just the news. These are personal accounts, what I'm watching. Look. Nigga, this is personal accounts. This ain't no,
You guys aware that ICE literally raided an entire apartment complex yesterday in Chicago? And they like zip-tied children. They literally forced every person in this apartment complex out of their house in the morning. They like banged on the doors. They like ransacked people's fucking apartments. And they got everybody out onto the street, all zip-tied. And anybody who had a warrant out for anything was detained, whether it was immigration related or... Look, got a joke. In full clad gear. They had the weapons drawn and everything.
We're rewinding that. Like my boy, hold on. Thank you, my bro. Hold on.
Everybody up.
Thank you, my bro, because you're skipping. They're trying to make you skip. So let's talk this shit. Let's talk this shit. So this young gentleman right here, American citizen, I was gonna say that and I forgot to say it. Thank God he said that. They were anybody who had a warrant. Anybody who had a warrant got arrested last night. Not a motherfucking illegal immigrant with warrants. Any citizen with a warrant got taken last night. All citizens with warrants got taken last night. No, it's not called law enforcement, you idiot. Oh my God, are y'all that smart? You could have a traffic ticket last night. If you were in that building, you're gone. And they zip-tied their children and did what with them? DSS? The social services? No, of course, warrants mean go to jail. But let me tell you something. There was always a cat and mouse game with police. This happened in Chicago. There was always a cat and mouse game with police. That's called the law. It's called the law. They have to uphold and play by the law. You have to actively catch somebody in a law, in a crime, or have evidence of them committing a crime or reason to believe that they committed a crime to prosecute or persecute them. You cannot just go out your way, kick niggas' doors in, everybody's door at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, yep, you dirty, come on. That's fucking crazy. So it doesn't matter what you think or what nobody thinks. And see, bigots are going to understand bigotry because that's all y'all know. Bigots are only going to rationalize with bigotry because that's what gives y'all power. Woohoo, kill the dirty talker. Woohoo, here's the rope. I got the rope, I got the bear. Woohoo, get him. Y'all get pleasure. The savages, the racist bigots in America get pleasure out of watching other people suffer. That's evil. That is evil. How could you be so evil to And I'm gonna be honest, back in the day when they were lynching black men and shit, they didn't even have committed crimes. There was no court. That he the one who said you were sexy. Oh, get him. Woohoo. Get the rope. Get the rope. The nigga didn't even do nothing. 9 times out of 10, most dudes that was getting hung was just getting pointed out. You wasn't even, nigga didn't even do nothing. Nigga might have looked at a white woman or something. Get him! Woohoo! Woohoo! Niggas having fun with that shit like it's a game. Emmett Till like a motherfucker, like it's a game. It's not a game to destroy people because you don't like them as a person. That's called racism. Now, what we're witnessing last night is called a monopoly on punishment. That's a monopoly on punishment. Because goddamn, okay, yes, it might be a bunch of illegal immigrants. Now, I'm not saying, bro, listen, now I'm gonna say this. This is the other side of the fence. Because I'm not anti-American. They gotta go in and get these criminals by any means necessary. I understand this. But this little baby right here,
onto the street. All is it?
This ain't no motherfucking criminal.
So this is what we're doing now?
This ain't no fucking criminal. Hold up, no. This ain't no criminal. This is not a criminal. He don't know what the hell's going on. And now I'm not mad at this.
So I'm gonna need you to explain it to me like I'm 10. I want you to really break this down to me like I'm 10 years old and tell me why ICE agents zip tying black babies in Chicago, because I can't for the life of me understand why this happened. Why was this necessary? These are black babies, American citizens living in Chicago, but ICE agents are zip tying them because they pose a threat to who? They are a danger to what? I need you to explain this to me like I'm 10. Not only why did this happen, why is there not collective outrage behind it? Why is this not on the news? Why is this not being covered? Why is this not being talked about by almost anybody but a handful of black people in this country? So I'm gonna need you to explain it to me like I'm 10. I want you to really
look. This ain't AI. Look, nigga, talk about AI. AI, all right. So now everything's fake that you can't rationalize with your face. And even if it is a photo op, that's not the. Hold up. See, this is where. Hold on.
You guys aware
some federal agents from different.
Yo, y'all, listen up loud.
We have some very serious and
hold on, where's the lady?
These people.
Let's talk to them.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me did I have any warrants, and I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizen App video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human? One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
And they had a big 15-inch chainsaw with a round blade on it, cutting this fence down. We're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military.
The FBI did confirm this morning that they did help the U.S. Border Patrol carry out a targeted immigration enforcement operation in this area, and they say they have been supporting these efforts at the direction of the U.S. Attorney General.
The U.S. Attorney General, the government sick the dogs on its own people. And the black man said, we are under siege by our own government. And niggas talking about, they all are cool with this and supporting this. Not because you're a fucking racist bigot. Now, imagine you being in your house at 3 in the morning, all nestled and warm and cozy and rosy and toesy, squiggling your toes and shit. And then some bitch ass cuts your door lock off, kicks your door in with flashlights and all that shit, putting boots up your ass and snatching your children up and taking you downstairs outside. First and foremost, if somebody tries to kick my door in and tries to blade saw my door, they're probably gonna get popped. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody tries to blade saw my door in and I'm at home, they're gonna get popped. I don't sleep that heavy. I'm gonna clap your stupid ass. You try to blade saw my door in, because I ain't did nothing to nobody. And you know, nobody, let me explain something to you. Police are supposed to come with warrants. So if you come in my house talking about blade saw, I'm already assuming you're a fucking crazy ass criminal. So I'm gonna blow your shit. I'm blowing the door. I'm blowing through that bitch. I'm blowing. Ain't nobody coming in my house and kicking my door in, no matter what. Ain't nobody coming in my house and kicking my door in. You better have you a warrant and a bullhorn saying, "Brother, come on out. We got you covered and surrounded, and we got a warrant for your arrest." Okay, I might come outside then. But boy, you come goddamn blade saw on my door, I'm gonna blow you. Yeah, blade saw, nigga. What I said. If you come blade saw in my shit, I'm gonna blow your ass. Yeah, blade saw. That's what that is. People are sick of you black thugs. You racist bigots. You racist bigots. So this is about racism. You bigots prove it every day. You bigots prove it every day. All y'all care about is racism. When you're the least productive race on the planet. Shut your lame ass up. It's a reason why black people are thugs. We've been fucked up and beat up and brutalized and stripped of all rights and dignity and human nature. What's the reason why we're thugs? What's y'all reason why y'all like killing and savaging and demoralizing? What's the reason for that? Y'all have hate in your heart. Pure hate in your heart. That's your reason. And you racist bigots can't control your hate. Damn, stop being so fucking racist, you bigot. You run around talking about black men like black people are all thugs. You're looking at a man, a father. I ain't no motherfucking thug. I go to work every day, pay my taxes every year, pay my bills every month, just like your lame ass. I'm not race baiting. I don't care about race. I need to ignore you losers. But my nigga said, what that nigga say? We're tired of you black thugs. We are tired of you black thugs. That's racism. Fuck. Black people nowadays at least have a reason why we fucked up. We have a reason why we have a problem. Y'all don't have no reason why y'all so demented and twisted. And taking kids to private islands and playing sicko with children. Y'all have a problem. It ain't black people. Black people aren't the ones sniping people off the building. Black people ain't the ones assassinating people. Black people ain't the ones going in churches shooting people. Black people ain't the ones going in schools shooting people. Stop it. Excuse. Oh my God, y'all niggas is bigots. Black people ain't the ones killing, shooting, and all that. We killing each other. We ain't even fucking with y'all. So I don't know why white people have such hate for black people. We ain't even fucking with y'all. We're hurting each other. There's mental institutions everywhere. Go check into one. I do love my country. There's mental institutions everywhere. Go check into one. Boy, you racist bigots can't stop. See, the crazy thing is, I got no common sense. No, I have astrological sense. Astrological sense. We don't care if you have sex with black people. That doesn't make no difference. Nobody cares if you have sex with black people. I've had sex with white women before. I love white women. My grandmama's a white lady. Well, she's dead now, but my grandma was a white lady. That don't mean I'm trying to run around and act like I'm this and that. I know what I am. I ain't hating on nobody. I don't gotta put hate. Hate is the people who assassinated Charlie Kirk. That's hate. Hate is that little asshole Donald Trump supporter who assassinated Charlie Kirk. That's hate. That's hate. Hate is the little boy who assassinated Charlie Kirk. That's what hate looks like. That's what bigotry looks like. That's what evil looks like. That's the face of evil. That's the face of evil. The little boy who got them climbed up a building. He has so much disdain in his heart for what a man that little bigot has so much hate in his heart for what another man stood for that he climbed his lame ass up at the top of a building at a public place and shot a man and killed a man. Just because the man said something that he couldn't tolerate because it went against his ideologies and his political beliefs. Lame ass niggas, bro. Americans are too soft. Y'all are becoming too soft. Only thing y'all got room for is hatred. If it ain't hatred, y'all don't know how to understand. You don't know how, none of that shit. Of course, America's not falling. No, America's not falling apart. America's being destroyed. America's being destroyed from within. And it's almost too late. It's almost too late. No, BH, don't tell me what to do. I'm tired of this shit. I'm not letting bigots control the narrative over here. I control the narrative. And I'm not letting bigots fly. I'm not letting it slide. I know I could get plugged. I know my channel could get taken. I know niggas can say whatever they want. But I'm not responding negatively within my best of my control. But I am here to talk to the people. Oh, facts. Thank you, BH. I love you, baby. I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying, because I'm here for this shit, BH. I'm here for this shit. I was waiting for a big audience with a bunch of people coming in. I was waiting for this. But I wasn't waiting for the little Louis. Let me get little Louis up out of here. Get out of here. See, these trolls have no life, so they want to just throw jabs and shots to try to distract. But over here, there's no distraction. I was made for this. I got big brothers. I got little brothers. I was made to box out losers and lames. I've been fighting my way through life the whole way. Thank you, BH. Thank you, BH. I'm trying my best to stay grounded and stay on task. But I already showed my key point videos what I was trying to show. I didn't show all of the videos, but I showed all the key points I was trying to show. So now I'm just speaking about it because this shit is pathetic. Look. Evil is the person who tried to shoot Donald Trump. That's the evil nigga. Was that a black man? Was the nigga who tried to shoot Donald Trump a black man? No. So stop with y'all's racism. Y'all's problem is y'all. That's not our problem. Your problem is your own people. My problem is my own people. We're our own worst enemies in this country. Everybody's running around being scared of black people, but black people ain't even the fucking problem. We're just aggravating sometimes. because we're oppressed and it's hard. So sometimes we lash out, sometimes we want to fight, sometimes we want to yell and argue, but that's pretty much all you're going to get out of a black person. They're not going to cause any issues. They don't have the power to pretty much change nothing or do nothing. Black people are just pissed off because we're oppressed. We've been through too much. So we might blank on you. We might flip on you, cuss you out a little bit. We might beat you up if you get out of control. But that's about it. That's about it. You ain't got nothing to be worried about with black people. I wasn't talking about you. Yes, it's very oppressive to be black. But see, now everybody's black. In America, everybody's black. Everybody's black now. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's black in America. Everybody who works is black. That's what it's always felt like to be black. Going to work every day, that's how I felt. That's what being black is. That's a big part of it, because you got to just work and work and work and work and work, and nobody gives a fuck about you. And then when you're done with you, they'll fire you. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want to make nothing about race. This is a real. Why do you think they're coming in trying to get rid of illegals and lumping up? Bro, shut up. This is purely a race issue. Instead of this time of y'all calling it the N-word, you're calling them immigrants. This is purely about race. Instead of this time it's no N-words, now you don't want the immigrants. It's the same goddamn plight. It's the same struggle. Back in those days, you would come on your horses and carriage with your lights and would go door to door to find the runaway Negroes. It's the same goddamn thing. It's the same goddamn thing. We're just witnessing it in our times. And yes, we need to unite. I preach unity every single night. I promote families and unity and decency and honesty and self-progression. But guess what we do? We run from each other. We hide from each other. We're scared of each other. We don't talk to each other. Everybody runs America. Everybody runs America, but this shit is orchestrated by the top people in the top. But everybody runs it. When you get up in the morning and go to work, you're running America. When you go to work and clock in, you're running America. When you're counting that register for your job, you're running America. Everybody runs America. We're all participating. When you go clock in at the congressman job, as your city clerk job, your McDonald's job, you're feeding Americans, your coffee job, you're giving Americans energy. Everybody runs America. And there's a small family of people, a small bloodline of people who do orchestrate everything. But we are all the willing participants in this shit. Willing participants. Y'all like, I got to go to college so I can get a better job. You already got a job. Oh, I want to make $10 more an hour. Oh, you want to make more money. So you want to go get another job. So you got to go get more debt, more time wasted just to become an apprentice or entry-level field in this job. My God. My God. America, they have literally, we're out here literally making this shit run, and people, this point proven right here, who runs the country. Point proven right here. After the 2020 some lockdowns, the COVID lockdowns, after the 2020 lockdowns, a lot of people didn't want to go back to work, and a lot of people did not go back to work. A lot of people stayed out of work and they made businesses for themselves. A lot of people started stock trading. A lot of people found ways to make money online, buying and selling and trading things. A lot of people made a way for themselves when they had those years to sit back and reflect. So when the economy partially started back up again, or they were trying to start it back up again, there were not enough workers. There were not enough slaves to work the plantations or work the fields. So what did America do? We incentivized, under Joe Biden's administration, America incentivized people from all around the world to come over here to receive money, benefits, citizenship, and different perks that America has to offer. So we incentivized and essentially bought citizens. We paid for citizens. And us Americans, we were crying and bitching. Even me, we were crying, bitching. Why they get them $10,000 and give them $20,000 in food stamps? How they giving her $5,000 in food stamps and $10,000 a month? Damn, I want to get $5,000 a month and $10,000 in food stamps. Guess what? You weren't getting sold into a false citizenship. Those people were brought over here, told that they were going to get this and get that, get this. They strung them along for 2 months, let them go. And these motherfuckers walking around the streets homeless. They were trying to get them off the streets. They gave them hotels to sleep in and shit like that. And they gave them enough money to where they can buy houses. They made, even to house these immigrants that they brought over here, they even made new house financial incentive bills. So like if you're a new home buyer in America and you had like a new home and this and that, you could qualify for a certain amount of money towards a home. So they were essentially giving these people homes to essentially buy more workers. And what Donald Trump did is say, hey man, no, we don't want them niggas. We need to get our citizens back to work. Listen to this shit, what happened. Donald Trump said, no, nigga, we don't want them niggas. They don't even know how to speak our language. We don't want them. These are black people's jobs. Those are American jobs. Those are y'all's jobs. They're taking your jobs. They're taking your jobs. They're taking your jobs. They're taking your jobs. Black people, they're taking your jobs. I remember when he said it verbatim. And when he said it, he wasn't lying. So he said, get them up out of here. Give black people their fucking jobs back. They're taking your jobs. Give black people their fucking jobs. Give white people their jobs. Give Americans their jobs back. And now, what happened? Some Americans was fucking, thank you. Some Americans were getting lazy now. They're sitting at home. They're getting welfare. They're getting too much TikTok money. They're getting that social media money. So what they do? They cut down the restrictions and the requirements on YouTube and changed the requirements for YouTube so people cannot make as much money as they did. They changed the they shut TikTok down for a minute, stopping people from getting money. They changed shit. They came in and revamped this shit and took away your food stamps. They took away the Section 8. They took away the welfare. They don't provide health insurance to the children. Children can't get Medicare anymore. All kind of shit that they did. And guess what happened? Now people are starting to get, in America, we're starting to get desperate again. We're starting to get hungry again. We're starting to need money again. So what's happening? The jobs are starting to fill in. People are starting to come back to work because desperation set in. You got celebrities going back to work. You got real deal shit where people are coming back to work, which is good. So I'm not knocking Donald Trump's plan, but he took your food away. He took your comfortability away. He took all this shit away so you can come back to the plantation. You're not gonna sit around and survive off of food stamps and WIC and welfare and this and that no more, because Donald Trump understands we need citizens. We need slaves. If we don't have slaves, we don't make money. We have all these institutions where we can make product, but if nobody has money to purchase the product sits on the shelves and it only services the rich. That's not useful. So we have to make the products where they can serve, everybody can have them. This is what's going on. So we're in a free market where you can just buy and trade and sell, but now everything's changing. You don't get checks anymore. You did dollars. Nobody wants to spend and trade dollars no more. Everything's digital. Get this, get your card, tap, stick, tap, pull, stack, contactless. Nobody's working real jobs no more. You got Walmart self-checkouts, this and that. Like, y'all don't see it happening. But we're being phased into a brand new reality where nobody will have control over their lives. And you'll be in total domination by the powers that be. What's good, Diamonds, Crystals? You will be in total domination. If it keeps going like this, you will be in total domination by the powers that be, because you will have no access to money or any form of trading or bartering for yourself, because all legal tenders are being destroyed. They're getting rid of the pennies. They said they don't make pennies anymore. They said they're not making any more pennies and this and that. Now they're talking about taking the change away. During the lockdowns during COVID, they were saying there was a shortage of change, so turn all your change into the banks. And y'all dickheads was doing it. Yeah, it's a shortage of coins, so everybody just turning your coins to the banks. What? Y'all dickheads were doing it. When they said that, you know what I started doing? Collecting jars of change. Collecting jars of change. I don't have them anymore, but I was collecting jars of change, because when they tell me to do something, I do the opposite. Because these motherfuckers ain't never been my friend. Never. They were like, oh yeah, it's a shortage of change. Remember this shit? There's no change, so we can't give you change, so you were paying extra money to the stores. Remember that shit? Do y'all remember that? See, you're being socially engineered and socially geared into cashless society. You're being slowly drained away of all your freedoms. Slowly but surely. Now they're getting so bold that where they're coming and kicking in goddamn whole apartment complexes at 3 in the morning. And zip tying your children until let me zip tie your child till we get this figured out. What kind of man are you if you could let your motherfucking child get zip tied by some bitch ass nigga? What kind of man are you to let your child get hog tied and zip tied by some fuck nigga? I don't care what kind of outfit the fuck nigga got on. Ain't no man finna zip tie, hog tie my child, bro. Unless my child committed a crime that I wasn't around to see, and then you got them just doing your job. Ain't no nigga zip tying my child. Ain't nobody zip tying my child. No, you can't sell your pennies for more than actually they do have the pennies that are worth a lot, the classic ones. So you can look into that too. That's another way to make some extra money. A lot of the coins be worth a lot of money. They be having different metals and different things in them. So that's another way to make some money, you know. No, ain't nobody acting hard. I'm willing to die for my children. You don't get it? I'm willing to die for my children. I'm willing to live for my children. I'm willing to sacrifice for them. I sacrifice already for them. Nigga, what you talking about? I'm not no coward like y'all niggas, bro. Nobody goddamn hog tying my children. No black ops niggas hog tying my child. Guess what? He gonna pop me. You gonna have to pop me. And they'll get the hog time after I'm dead, but you ain't hog tying them with me alive, bro. No way possible. Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen, bro. You're not selling your coins? That's what's up, girl. You better not sell them. Keep that shit on deck, because in the future, man, I don't know, man. I'm tired of talking. I love y'all so much, man. This shit is getting aggravating. Like, people don't understand it. It's like a bunch of bigotry and people are stuck in that shit. And they don't see what's really going on because their bigotry is, they're satisfied by the bigotry that they're witnessing. Yeah, get those people. Get the nigger. Kill the nigger. Like, come on, bro. That's how they did my people, bro. That shit is weak, bro. Gang mobbing and lynch mobbing and shit. That shit is weak, bro. Now they're doing it with fucking Call of Duty clothes. So now they're doing that shit with Call of Duty clothes. You know what I'm saying? We out here playing Call of Duty beta, and them niggas playing Call of Duty in real life, man. We out here playing Call of Duty video game, and they're out here playing that shit on us in real life. And people can't even understand what's going on, man. I don't know, man. I'm just tired of this crap, man. Tired of it. I'm really tired of it. Like nobody's supposed to be going through this shit like this, bro. And then we got the bigots who don't even understand that they're voting and consenting for this shit. Like, they're pushing this. They believing in this shit, man. Damn, stupid bigots. Y'all don't believe it till they come to your door. Yes. Of course. Exactly. They do need to bring back jobs from over here, but I'm going to say this, though. Let me keep it real with y'all, man. I'm going to say something so pivotal, man. Let me say something so pivotal. We're such slaves in America, grown slaves, that people cannot foresee or conceive living a life of freedom and just living life and being free. Most people cannot even conceive living free in America. They just think they're supposed to go beg somebody for a job, go beg somebody to pay for them, and beg somebody to keep them. It don't matter if you're begging, it don't matter if you're making $100,000 a year or you're making $20,000 a year. You're still a slave, man. How do y'all not see this shit? It's still slavery. Whether you're a congresswoman or a fucking McDonald's drive-thru worker, you're still a slave. Y'all are worried about bringing factories back. That's slavery. God damn, man. The crazy thing is, y'all think you're so much of a slave, you can't foresee taking care of yourself or your own children. So your only consideration of functionality in this world is going to slave for somebody and taking the money you earn for slaving that's going to make them rich and wealthy. You take that money and you just survive with that. You only make enough to survive. Y'all think that's life? That's not life. I work every day. I work every day, right? 5 days a week, 7 days a week on my podcast. I work every single day. I don't take days off. Maybe out the month, I might take 1 day off my YouTube, 2 days off the month on my YouTube. If that. And I'm going to say this. I'm a hard-working man. I'm a single father. I take care of 3 children by myself, bro. After my marriage broke apart. I'm taking care of all these children by myself. I take care of a cat, a guinea pig, and a bunch of outside cats. I have too much on my plate. But let me say this. No matter how hard this shit gets, man, like, it's worth it. It's worth it if you don't feel like somebody's breathing down your neck or trying to wait for you to fail or wanting you to fail. But when you have to when you have to be subservient for people who don't have your best interest and want to handle you and use you, that does something to your spirit, man. It does something, bro. Yeah. The problem is the internet, y'all. And that's why people like me are very important, because I'm like a glitch to the matrix. Like, the internet got everybody so fucked up. Coming across a channel like mine could potentially save your life, because a lot of people are so polarized behind these racist beliefs, their bigoted beliefs. They're so polarized behind their religious beliefs. These people can't understand. They're all feeding into the devil's hand. See, what y'all don't understand is everybody wants to move forward in time, and you think what you're doing now is good and all this shit, but your ancestors were the first and the last. I'm gonna say this last thing before I go. Your ancestors and forefathers and foremothers, I'm talking about the black, white, everybody, no one race, I'm talking about everybody. Our forefathers were the only people on this planet who had it right. The ones who had a farm, the ones who had a garden, the ones who had homes, the ones who had one wife, the ones who had a bunch of kids. They're the only ones who are doing it right on this planet. They had a bunch of family to support and help work. They had a bunch of family, a bunch of children to help provide for the family. Because let me tell y'all about the cycle of life, what you regular, modernized humans don't think about. You think you're gonna work at your fucking corporate job forever? That bitch is about to be gone very soon. And if it's not already changed or downsized or changed, your life will change if you think you're gonna stay in one position for the rest of your life. Anything you do in life is gonna change, right? You can't stay the same in life. You can't be stagnant. You have to move up, move on, move out. You can't stay stagnant. Life is a constant flowing cycle. So if you think you're gonna stay at one spot for the rest of your life, or what, one this or one that, or do this and that, you're gonna have a rough understanding. We need to get back to family. We need to get back to farming. We need to get back to producing our own food. We need to get back to horticulture and survival. Because do you want to have to survive? Or do you want to know how to survive before you have to survive? See, people like me, when I go through times of financial crunches and shit like that, and I don't have enough money, and I don't have no money, I don't this and that, I've been poor for so long, I know how to make butter cookies, I know how to make bread, I know how to make everything. I know how to make a pot of beans that tastes like everything. I could take a bag of beans and turn that shit to some delicious chili with nothing else but maybe an onion and some garlic and some seasonings. I could do anything with some food. So I know how to survive with nothing. But see, all you people who've been living a life of luxury and a life of this and a life of that, there's not enough. There's not enough food in your grocery store to provide for your town and your community. Let me tell you something. I was just at a new grocery store because they just built a new Trader Joe's where I live. There was no Trader Joe's where I live. They just built one. And I was in Trader Joe's trying to find some more good food because I went yesterday with my kids, but I went back today. So I went back after work. And I was walking through there and I was talking to the one of the store employees. I said, you know, it's packed in here. You know, it's a new store, so it was really packed. I said, it's packed in here. You know, The lady was like, yeah, we're still working the kinks out, trying to figure out how to run it. I said, what you mean? She said, for like as far as food and stuff goes, she was like, we got trucks that come in every day. So she said, we try to order right. She said, right now we're ordering only 2 days worth of food at a time. And I had to sit there and think about it. I said, what you mean? I said, you mean 2 days worth to serve the community? She was like, yeah, no, two days, enough food to stock the shelves up for 2 days. That's how much they're ordering right now. She said, because they don't know how much surplus they need and they don't want to waste. So they're only ordering enough surplus in the store for there to be enough groceries on the shelves for 2 days at a time. So grocery stores don't even have enough groceries in the store for the community to have enough food to survive. They don't. They don't. They're dependent on logistics. They're dependent on freight. They're dependent on shipping. They're dependent on all these big companies, shipping companies and packaging and all this logistics, FedEx, the UPS, all these delivery trucks. And without this logistics system set up, like do y'all remember when the when the workers were having a strike at the ports, the port workers? All it would take is for one more of those, and we won't have. And this, like, everything is being orchestrated, so when it happens, we won't be in question about it. It'll be like, oh, the workers are at strike, so we'll be blaming it on the workers that's striking. Oh, the workers are striking again. Oh, the government shut down again. They can't make an agreement on the money, so they had to shut it down again. Every year they do this every year around the same time, but it's nothing to think about. And then we blame each other. Donald Trump did it. Joe Biden did it. Donald Trump did it. Donald Trump, Joe Biden. Nigga, this shit this plan been planning since goddamn the 70s and 80s. This plan been planning since the 70s and 80s. Now we're just living in it. So if you don't know the plan, the NWO and all these new money system plans and all these plans, you don't even know what's going on. No, if you grow your own food, you could survive. Because if you don't know how to grow food, it's going to be very rough for us. Do you know how the Great Depression happened? Those people didn't know how to grow nothing. They were industrialized. Those people were industrialized in those goddamn jobs, and they shut it down and stopped the money and froze the accounts and took the accounts and brought everybody's account to zero. Niggas killed themselves and went crazy. And they forced them niggas to eat canned foods, and botulism started happening, and all this shit started happening. Cancer, botulism, all this shit. Man, y'all better stop playing. I know American history. I'm a real American. Getting up off here. I love y'all, man. I'm a real American, man. These people are trying to stop the money so we can't eat no more. Everything's being set up, and it's happening slowly but surely, and these people are playing a long game. Long game. Thank you and salute to you for having a family garden. I'm sick of this crap. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Thank y'all for everybody being here. BH, thank you for your narration. Rebecca, thank you for your moderation. I appreciate y'all, man. You better go crabbing and fishing, because if you don't, but hey, I'm gonna tell you something. The sea's been polluted as well. Like, it's messed up, man. It's really messed up. It's really messed up. Good night to you, Zach. Good night to you, you. Good night to all y'all, man. Y'all be smart out there. Diamonds and crystals, you be good out there, baby girl. Be safe. Rebecca, thank you. Rock hard, thank you. All my people, man. Or the hard rocker, thank you. Jesus saves, thank you. Jesus don't save. Tell Jesus to come save somebody then. Tell Jesus to save you. Jesus don't save nobody, man. Y'all better stop, man. Jesus is right here looking at y'all, and y'all don't even understand what's going on. Jesus don't save nobody. Modern day God is gonna give you a savior, and you ain't even gonna recognize him because you're worried about racial ideology and bullshit like that. You know, Jesus saving nobody. Jesus didn't save them kids on the Epstein list. Jesus don't save all them kids. Jesus don't save nobody, bro. Jesus could probably, the story of Jesus could probably get you some positive thought process or something, but man, y'all better wake up, man. I love y'all though, and I love Jesus too, and I'm not an anti-Jesus person, but stop that race, that religious crap. You are in control of your life. If you don't control this shit, if you don't control your life is over with. Learn how to take control of your life and stop blaming it on mystical figures. Learn how to take control of your future. God is there is God, yes, but we don't know God's name. We're not even supposed to be trying to figure out God's name. You call him Yahweh, he call him Yoshua, he call him this and that. That shit's all irrelevant. God is the ultimate power and love and the connecting power force. So we don't worry about what his name is. We just dwell in the spirit of God. See, I call myself Jesus because I dwell in the spirit of Jesus. I'm walking righteous. I turn water to wine. I help people. I save people. I've healed people. I've healed the minds of my people. I'm walking the path. I'm living right. I'm being fruitful and multiplying. I'm taking care of my children. I don't eat the meat. I don't eat the cannibalistic food. I'm living righteous. It's a path. They call it Christ-like. If you Christ-like, you are Jesus Christ. Well, see, people don't understand that. They want to wait for some mystical creature to come out the sky. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You got to save yourself. God is inside you already. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Save yourself. Save your children. Be better today. Be better tomorrow than you was today. That's all you got to do. God bless y'all, man. God is within you. You don't have to seek what's already in you. He's in you. Seek the truth within you and ask God to open your heart up and stop being a hater, and you'll understand that God is a part of all of us. I love y'all, man.